Today we have a new battery from Vatrer. Let's open it up. There's our owner's manual and our terminal bolt. Oh, it says app connection, so this should be a Bluetooth battery. Oh wait, is it heated? It says we can put 4 in series and 4 in parallel. And it's showing the app as the Shizing BMS app. That's JBD. So this must have a JBD BMS. Awesome. All right, and there's the battery. Let's take a closer look. So it's a 12.8 volt, 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. It says low temperature charging, self-heating. So this must be a heated battery. That's really neat. I didn't know that. And up here on the top it says max charge current is 100 amps, max discharge current is 100 amps. And let's get a weight on this battery. And we have come in at 22.8 pounds. All right, so I've got it hooked up to a charger. So let's go ahead and plug it in and charge this guy up. And here we go. We are charging at 29 amps. And while it's charging, let's try to pull up the app and see if we can connect. See, I wonder if it's this one at the very top here. That's not it. This is a different battery somewhere. Oh, okay, maybe this one. Yeah, I think it's this one because this matches a serial number that's on the back of the battery. See, we've got DWBJ0003800066. And that matches that number right there. Okay, yeah, so this is the first time connecting. It wants you to tell it the capacity and the cycle capacity. And there it is. So cool. We're charging at 29.9, up 30 amps now. All right, so we'll just let this thing charge up. All right, so the battery's all fully charged up. We got it hooked up to the shunt to do a capacity test. We're sitting at 14.4 volts. So let's go ahead and turn on the inverter. And that will start the test. Got the heater as the load. And we are pulling 54.5 amps. So we'll just let that continue on, and I'll be back when it's done. All right, so we're down to 2%, about to be 1% now. We got 99 amp hours, 1,255 watt hours. All right, here it comes. 100 amp hours, 1,266 watt hours. We'll just let it keep on going. Okay, the inverter is starting to beep, so we'll go ahead and kill the test. And we are at 101.21 amp hours, 1,279 watt hours. Actually, let's turn it back on so we can try to get to that 1280. There it is, 1,280 watt hours. All right, guys, so I got the lid pretty well banged off. We just need to, well, thought I did. There we go. We just need to pull it the rest of the way. There we go. Looks like it's all wrapped up in this shrink wrap. We've got, I believe, a 6-gauge silicone. Yep, 6-gauge silicone wire for the positive, and looks like a double 8 for the negative. Let's see if we can pull these out. All right, I think we got it. Had one of those really big sticky pads on the bottom. A lot of them have these. So clearly we have a prismatic cell. It looks like it's actually got nuts, like it's bolted bus bars. That's pretty neat. Usually we're seeing them welded. Alright, so I think the BMS is underneath this piece of fiberboard. So we'll just cut this tape. And there we go. Okay, I don't see where it says JBD BMS, but it clearly uses the same app. It says DP04S007 SHK version 1.6. And that's pretty much all I can tell. This is showing how to download the app, the Shizing app. I can see the heat. Is that the heating pads? Yeah, there's the heating pads right there. So that's where the wires come in. That's where the wires come in for the heating pad. And it connects to the BMS right here. And we got another one on this side. There we go. That's the other side. And yes, the bus bars do have nuts on them, so they're bolted on. Let's see if we can do a low temperature cutoff test. Here's our thermal probe right there. So we'll try that out. Okay, so we're charging at 27.9 amps. Let's freeze this temperature probe up. There we go. And we actually switched down and to 7 amps. So I think it's turned the heaters on. So 64 right there. Yeah, look, 46. And then 70 right there where the heater's at. So cool. So the low temperature protection works. It'll stop charging. We can check that by looking at this cable. There we go. We see nothing going in from the BMS to the battery. And we should see power going to the heaters. Let's try to get a reading on that. There we go. We got 3 amps going to one side, and then there's another wire that goes to the other side. I expect it to be about 3 amps. Cool. Alright, now it's back to charging the battery since I guess the thermal probe warmed back up. And so we're charging again at about 28 amps. That's awesome. So we know that the heaters work. It basically stops charging the battery, and it goes down to powering the heaters to warm the cells up. And then once things are warmed back up, it starts charging again. How awesome is that? Alright guys, so I think that's going to be it for the video. As always, let me know what you think about this battery. I'll leave links in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one.